and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that, please don't go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, me.
They hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. Here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dillon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Jackson now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his left. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker, Excellent defense, good tackling.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fullback dive held up short, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Love. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ready? To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Downs. Here's Sean Gary, the man to bring him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they can...
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it. That's because I believe in you guys.
Well, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On second down, it's Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. They go bootleg. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Arthur Nowlet. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now Jackson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Love now. There's a ball deep from Musgrave. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love, they go play action now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson now off the bootleg.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
To throw is Jackson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there? The leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 3rd and 3. And now a give, but this is going to be a reverse. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. That's complete, left side to Bateman. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
Hawks fan Bruh says, suggest deep pass.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Up to the 20.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And a run with Jenkins on first down going nowhere as he stopped well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Everyone's Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
3rd and long, O'Connell now. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to the tight end Sample. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And Burrow going to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw, O'Connell. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now O'Connell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, O'Connell. The short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the 1st, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Now O'Connell. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That is caught.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. O'Connell.
And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
13 yards on the play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Again, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? In a tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And they go play action here with O'Connell.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way to implement something that can something big to knock them back on their heels?
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now, is it fourth down? No, it's third down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. I was just confused on that one. I had third down written. It said third down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was fourth?
It's something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this, and look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone, but here it's 4 downs. All right? I can't believe they tried it that way, and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 39 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw here, O'Connell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He finds Mayer here, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to
and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Burrow going to keep it running right. He will push his way down to about the 14.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw, Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
Touchdown! Chase Brown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. And the Bengals have recovered it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy that... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. O'Connell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball.
don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down to about the 32.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Inside handoff to Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary, because they understood.
Since the basement making items over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna